Right then, United, Rangers. We're currently 7th in the Europa League on 12 points. There are 6 games in, 2 left to go. We can qualify. Rangers are only 1 spot behind us in 8th. This is our second meeting against them this season. We did play them in pre-season and won 2-0 thanks to Ahmad and Hugo goals. Winning this game would pretty much seal automatic qualification to the next round for us. And it's obviously better to put it in our hands than it is to mess about. But as random as it's been, I don't know if we've got it in us. We've been so poor of late, especially in games where you're expected to do well. We just don't. So this is one that I really don't know what to expect from Manchester United. We've got 3 players still left out, 4 players still left out. Luke Shaw, Mason Mount, Victor Lindelof and Johnny Evans are going to be out of this game. Marcus Rashford was seen in training today, so I don't know. What does that mean? Who knows? It is a different story for Rangers, though. They've got 11 players out of action. They are in good form recently, albeit in Scotland, but they're also doing all right. Obviously, they're only a place behind us in the Europa League, so you can't really totally discount them. They're second in the league, behind Celtic, obviously, but Celtic are 13 points clear. Obviously, we're in terrible form. This game, it depends on which United turn up. United could turn up and blow them away, but do you have the confidence in us doing that? Because I don't. Rangers typically line up in a 4-2-3-1. That's very much how they likely going to line up against us tomorrow night. There has to been adjustments made because of poor form and also those injuries, and their shape does change quite often. They have quite a few adaptable options, and they do change it mid-game as well, to be fair to them. Their best potential has probably been shown when they play with 2 strikers. They've really struggled with scoring goals this season, and Clement has kind of experimented with 2 strikers, but hasn't gone all in on it as a sort of tactical shift. And I think coming to Old Trafford, I think that they'll probably not do that. They tend to go long rather than building out. The passes are often looking at diags, targeted at like wide men, looking to try and exploit behind opposition fullbacks. That's kind of how they're looking to do it. Rangers centre-halves have to be confident driving the ball forward. He likes that. They like to manipulate the opposition shape that way by kind of looking at a centrally overload in midfield and then hitting a wide diag, essentially. They will look to go to the winger with it, but it can also be a fullback who's pushed on that they look to try and do that with. Opposite side, usually. Now, there's a lot of moving pieces to get that long ball to its desired location. It's not as simple as just fucking smashing it like Sunday League level. A lot of the penetration from it will come from midfield. It is a long ball, but it isn't a hit and hope. There is a little bit of direction, a little bit of skill and thought into it. Fans of the club have criticised them because of how bad they've been away from home. They're not adventurous, and that's why I don't think he'll go with the 2 strikers against United. They've been really sort of defended deep and tried to defend in a low block. That kind of bodes well from us, I think, in tomorrow's game. But they're not terrible, and you've got to think it's going to be an absolute cup final for them. In terms of the predicted 11, I expect it to be something like this. They have got some players out suspended. Diamande is one that's going to be suspended, so I don't think he's going to feature. Star man, I would think it's going to be Cerny. He is their leading scorer this season. He's got 12 goals and 7 assists in 33 games. Dangerous wide runner. Likes to thrive in Europa League, actually. 5 goal contributions in 6 games. So he's one that you're going to have to watch. He gets into difficult areas for opposition. He's a real sort of solid, experienced player with good progression of play. He is a big target. One of the ones that they'll find on those diags. And he's working hard to prove himself while he's on loan from Wolfsburg. In terms of the United team that I'm going to go for, I have mixed it up a tiny bit. I don't think it'll be a rotation in the slightest. I think it's just a reshuffling of the pack, if anything. I'm going to go with De Ligt, Maguire, Martinez as a back 3. I'm going to go with Diallo as a right wing back. I think you have to go with it as that to be a little bit more offensive at home. Mazraoui on the left. I've gone with Casemiro and Ugarte, partially for set plays and just to see if he can play there, actually. And I think he's unlikely to. I think he's probably more likely to play Collier than Casemiro, because Casemiro has just been put on ice at the moment. But I would go with Casemiro in this instant. And then I would go with Bruno and Xerxes behind Højlund. That's what I would try and go for in this instance. Not a lot of options, ultimately, is where United are. But it is what it is. As always, this video is brought to you by our friends at Hollywoodbets, and they've got another incredible offer for the Europa League game between United and Rangers. After suffering defeat in our last outing, we do need a big reaction, and we've got to bounce back and try and restore a little bit of momentum. Home crowd hopefully behind us. It will be a fiery encounter. Rangers are going to come down en masse to Manchester. They always do. Here's what we're going for this week. We're going with Bruno Fernandes, 1+ shot on target. Amad Diallo, 1+ shot on target. Ugarte and Raskin to be carded. Both players are known for being combative in midfield. Does lead to fouls and bookings. I'm going for over 8.5 corners and both teams to score. And that's been boosted from 25 to 1 to 30 to 1. So if you stick a tenner on that and it wins, you will get 310 back. And if you'd like to claim your bet boost, all you got to do is click the link in the description. If you're new to Hollywoodbets, you can create an account and take advantage of the new excellent customer offers that they've got, all of which are linked in the description. Remember, odds are subject to change. You must be over 18 to participate. Remember, football is unpredictable and it's just designed to enhance your viewing experience and is not a guarantee of a win. For more information on responsible gaming, please check out begambleaware.org. Let us know the bets that you're going for, if you're not going to take that bet boost, in the comments, how you see this game shaping up. And how do United win this game? Oh, pin them back. Away from home, they want to be pinned back, and you can pin them back. We've not looked too bad with the ball. We can hold the ball. We can hold possession. We can recycle it. We can look pretty good doing that. The difficulty for United has been in chance creation in the final third. So take the ball and look to try and rotate with the ball. And that's why I've kind of gone with Xerxes and Højlund and Bruno and Diallo and Casemiro in there. Because Casemiro likes to unload from range. Not a lot of people in this team, Bruno aside, that like to do that. Having Diallo's running, Xerxes' link-up play, the threat and box play from Højlund, as minimal as it currently is, as well as Bruno, gives us some attacking options in that team. And there's not really many other attacking options you can get in there. So dominate possession, pin them back, recycle it, and then try and put your attacking players to good use. We have to eliminate our mistakes. The mistakes is what's costing United at the moment. They've got to completely eliminate them. Keeping it simple should be enough, but we can't afford any mistakes, especially from the keeper. And then somebody other than Amad come and show us how you win a game. And now Amad might be extra fired up because he didn't have a good time at Rangers. It really didn't work out for him there. But someone other than Amad, come and show me that you can win a match for United, because he's the only one doing it at the moment. So no excuses. You can't rely on him. He's still a rookie. Someone else want to step up and earn their fucking pay for once. Anyway, apart from that, cheers to Hollywoodbets. Check the link in the description for that. Cheers to you lot for tuning in. Hit subscribe if you're new. I'll see you after the game. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.